That is the most ridiculous rule I've ever heard. What's up, Powder fam? How are you guys doing today? It's awesome to see you. Well, I mean, it's awesome to look at a camera and hope that you're watching me. That's really weird. Anyway, so I'm on my own now. Monica's headed back to New York. Well, she went back to New York about a week ago or so. Life is very boring. I ate lunch alone for the first time in like a couple of months or so yesterday. Because obviously every other day that Monica's been gone, I've either eaten lunch with my family or with friends, or had lunch meetings with business stuff or anything like that. So I went to a cafe and had actually really good lunch. I had a multigrain toast. So basically toast with chili avocado, streaky bacon, a poached egg, tomatoes, and pepper, and it was really, really good. And I got hot chocolate with it, and I sat there and I looked like the biggest geek ever, munching away on my avocado toast, reading a book. And this old couple were just glaring at me non-stop. I don't know why. Like, I wasn't dressed badly. I don't think I smelled that bad. So, oh well. I always think kindness is key. I just smile back at them. They're like, oh, okay. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a sticky situation at the moment because if you guys know my relationship with Monica, which you probably do if you've watched this channel before, I talk about her quite a lot, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, basically, I'm from Cheshire in England, and I've been dating Monica for about 3 years now. She lives in New York. I'm a British citizen, and Monica's an American citizen. So there's a problem with, coming over to see each other, which is an absolute pain. What we've been doing for the past 3 years is I'm allowed to go over to America for 90 days at a time on an ESTA, it's called. And then Monica's allowed in any 12-month period, she's allowed for 6 months in the UK. So she's allowed basically for half a year in the UK. So we've been doing that. We've been traveling back and forth and spending a month or a couple of months, 3 months or so at each other's kind of houses. But right now I'm setting up a new business, which is, if you guys know about the work I do, I run a couple of online businesses at the moment, which are, they're kind of funding my travel, funding my relationship, my life, all that kind of stuff, which is really awesome. However, I just started a new business very recently with a business partner, John, and basically I think it has the potential to be very big. However, the downfall of it is that it's very much more location based than my current online businesses. This is actually based online, this new company. However, because we're looking to get an investment and kind of project ourselves into the marketplace, we're going to be looking to employ people quite quickly and build up a team around us, which I would want to be kind of nearby and be able to kind of manage in person, which means that I need to spend a lot more of my time in the UK, which is very unfortunate because it means that I'm not going to be able to spend as much time with Monica. I've just booked my flights to go and visit Monica, and I'm flying over from the 30th of October to the 25th of November, which I mean is still just over 3 weeks. It's a good amount of time, but it's not exactly 3 months that we usually go and spend with each other. Also, customs are kind of getting, I don't want to say it, but they're becoming a pain in the ass, quite honestly. Once you spend a certain amount of time in each other's countries, obviously customs, and rightly so, believe that we are trying to live with each other, which, well, we've got to be honest, we pretty much are. Monica's not illegally earning money in the UK, and I'm not illegally earning money in the US while I'm over there, so we're doing everything fully legally, but we're trying to spend as much time as possible with each other, and obviously customs are clocking onto that, and they're looking at our previous flights and the amount of time we spent in each other's countries and stuff, and it got to the point where Monica actually got kicked out of the UK last year, which was very scary. I got to be honest, and it came at very bad timing as well, but I've just noticed how much of a mess my hair is, I'm sorry. But yeah, it came at very bad timing because it was right next to our anniversary, and Monica was crying her eyes out, and basically customs said, look, you've spent a lot of time in the UK, and the guy was basically saying he pretty much thinks she's trying to live here illegally, and take advantage of the system, and gave her a set date and told her to leave. So she had to leave by that set date, which was a pain. So what we've been looking at recently is different visas, basically a way for us to be able to spend much more time together and actually kind of build a life together and start pretty much living together. if any of you guys are in long distance relationships, I'd love your advice on this, because I honestly have no idea. I've had a couple of meetings with like Citizens Advice and a call with an immigration lawyer and stuff like that, but I haven't got any answers yet. But as far as I understand, we've got a few options. Number one is a student visa, which we can't do because neither of us are students. So that's piece. Number one's gone. Number two is a work visa. Now, I'll come on to this in a bit, actually. Work visa. Remind me. You can't remind me. You're a bloody TV screen. Yeah, I'll come on to the work visa in a bit. Number three is a spouse visa, which everyone's always saying to us, oh, when you get married, life will be so much easier. And it would be. Life would be so much easier. But I don't want to get married to Monica out of convenience. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to marry Monica to get a visa. I want to marry Monica once we reach that stage in our relationship and I feel like it's the kind of right time for the next step in our relationship. So the spouse visa is out for now because, like I said, I don't feel like we're ready for that yet in our relationship, and I don't want to just do it out of convenience. So that's the spouse visa. Next is an investor's visa, and I'm not sure if the UK has an investor's visa, but America certainly does. So I'm pretty sure the UK probably does. But in America, the investor's visa is you pretty much have to invest up to $1 million in an American company and create 5 full-time jobs, as far as I understand it, which we're not in a position to do at the moment in the UK. So that's off. And then after that, so the fifth option is 5 options. I'll come back to the working visa in a minute, but the fifth option is an unmarried visa. So you can get a visa if you're not married, but you can prove you've been in a legitimate relationship for 2 years, which we have been. I meet all the criteria, I meet the earnings, because you need to earn a certain amount to be able to bring your girlfriend over here, everything like that. However, the downside with that is the most ridiculous rule ever, and that is you need to live together and you need to prove that you have lived together for 2 years. Now, I don't know if that's 2 years non-stop or if that is 2 years kind of in total over the course of, over the course of a few years, you live together for a few months at a time. But honestly, that is the most ridiculous rule I've ever heard, because how is it possible for someone with an American citizenship to live with someone with a British citizenship for 2 years without a visa? We're trying to get a visa, but to get that visa, we need another visa. So it's, if anybody can shed any light on this, I do not understand it whatsoever. To me, it just sounds absolutely ridiculous. So if you have any experience in this whatsoever, please, please, please comment below or direct message me on one of my social medias or something like that, because I really do not understand that whatsoever. Yeah, got to live with each other for 2 years to live with each other for 2 years. It's basically the way I'm understanding it, which is insane. Going back to the work visa, that's the one it's looking like there is some potential for. Basically, this new company that I've just started, like I told you about, there may be the potential in a few months' time to sponsor Monica. So basically, bring Monica on as an employee working for me, and I can sponsor a visa and she can come over for, I think, 3 years. So that's a potential for a few months' time. Short term, we're just going to have to keep visiting each other on visitors' visas, and life is going to be a pain in the butt. But yeah, basically this video is just kind of highlighting the different visas that are possible for an American citizen to come over to the UK. I don't know if there is any other options. Please let me know if you know of any other options. But the options I know of for now are number 1, the work visa, number 2, student visa, an investor's visa, a spouse visa, and an unmarried visa. So if you do know of any other kind of visa we can get, that'd be amazing. And if you could just drop that below. But yeah, it sounds weird, but this video is kind of like a cry for help, guys. I want your knowledge. There's 39,000 people watching this channel now. Obviously not seeing every single video, but that means that absolutely 100, I can 100% guarantee that at least a few of you know a bit more about visas and living together when you don't have the same nationality as each other as I do. And if you do, then please help me. I'll try and help you in some way in return. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you can help me in any way, that'd be amazing, because I want to live with my girlfriend. I want to get an apartment. I want to start a life. which is a pain. On another note, yeah, I'm looking at apartments at the moment, which would be really cool. Like I said, I'm flying over to America on the 30th of October, coming back on the 25th of November, and as soon as I get back, I'm going to seriously start looking at apartments and look to get one, hopefully even before Christmas. So if you're interested in seeing that content in a few months' time, then click the subscribe button, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep the love alive. Like it, comment, and subscribe. Peace. I love you, Pat Fam, and goodbye.